look like, oh, Shatta can't stay with one person because it's this.
Okay.
But then the other person who is coming in, the woman who is coming in, feels that he's falling in love with someone who she thinks can love her better.
Okay.
You read the comments from the other side, and how do you make your judgment out of it?
Well, you know, with what we do, especially in my position, there are some things that I would consider private for Shatta, and there are some things that I would consider, okay, it is my business. So, for instance, anytime I'm with him and it's about his woman, it's about his children, it's about his house and some other matters, those ones I would consider private. Now, when I come out and I read comments from people left, right, and center, I know one thing. In this industry, there are politics everywhere you go to. If I post something, like yesterday what I posted of Shatta and the baby, I saw comments that were negative. Where is it coming from? Definitely, it is coming from the other side, the divide where they are not safe, shut up by us. And that is fair to me. I wouldn't see it as a problem because I understand that where you are, whatever we are doing, it's just like being NDC, NPP. No matter what the other side will do, to them, it is bogus. It is not beautiful. It is not nice. So to the public, they would not know, okay, why is Shatta now with this lady? That is how Shatta is on every day.
With a woman?
Trust me, when there is a woman around, Shatta is the softest guy ever.
Really?
Why don't you think people sometimes laugh at him for always getting broken hearts and all that? No, Shatta is very soft when it comes to women. Like, it has been like that. Recently, we went to Wasa Sraha. And whilst we were moving from, I think, off stage, one of his security guards unfortunately hit a lady. When Shatta saw it, the way he was mad at the security guy, it was even out there. There were videos out there like that. He was really mad at the guy for hitting.
You don't joke with women around him.
Don't try it. Right there and then, Shatta stopped. He was moving. You know when Shatta moves, the way it feels.
Yeah.
But he stopped in the middle, called the lady, gave her a hug. Now, I'm sure later, he even called her to dash her something or so. Oh yes, Shatta is really lovely. Just that, you know, as industry, the issues we discuss often, they are not matters of the heart.
Yeah.
So when Shatta is doing his thing, obviously, he'll come out as the hard guy. But in terms of how to handle... Oh, yesterday I posted a video of him and his baby.
Yeah, when he carried the into the car.
How tenderly he was having the baby, she'd even tell you that, oh yeah, this guy is soft. So
I see.
In terms of how to be a loving person, Shatta is number
one.
Numero uno. Yeah.
You see what happens on social media. You see how these artists project themselves when they are out there. Loving is different from your craft, basically. Yeah. When you see them and you hear people have comments on them, what do you also look at from your own perspective?
I mean, before I answer the question, I think that I agree with him because from my experience being a woman, you'll be surprised that the toughest guys on the exterior are actually the most lovely guys.
Thank you. Because, and that's fact.
Most of the time, who we see them to be is a facade. Shatta has to be who he is to represent the brand. But then he can't stay in that character every day. So when he meets someone that it brings out the soft side. And that's the beauty of love. So it allows him to be his authentic, soft self. And that would be surprising to us because we have expectations of what we expect these celebrities to look like and the roles we expect them to play in our eyes. So if Shatta wakes up and makes an R&B, people will be like, nah, because we want that, you know. And that's why, I mean, some of my favorite videos of him are when he does his face mask and his, like... There are people who want to see that side of him, but then when he does that, you see people in the comments feeling he's not on brand, right? So for me, I don't doubt that when he's with his child, when he's with his woman, there's that softness that comes out of him. Now, I mean, we on the other side, I mean, he has a good perspective. He's close to the artist. But then we will also always judge people from what we see. For me, when it comes to public display of affection, the main thing is what's the intention behind. that's what people will come for. Because if you are posting your partner every day, you start people start getting irritated by what you do. Even in the field that I work in, advertising and all of those things. That's why brands don't post every day. If you're a brand that you are posting every day with, you see people just unfollow because you are annoying. And the bigger you are, the more haters you get. As you grow, so does your haters. So you as a person, you have to decide how you want to apportion the content that you put out there. That's why Shatta will not be posting all the lovey-dovey things he does behind the scene on screen all the time, because then that will take away from his brand.
Sammy, let's take a look at the other side of it. If he decides that this is what he wants to do, and he goes all out and he's doing it, you as a manager, are you worried about how the fans will be looking at it and be reacting to it? For example, if Shatta has to move from one woman to another woman, some people will have conversations and make it look like, oh, Shatta can't stay with one person because it's this. But then the other person who is coming in, the woman who is coming in, feels that he's falling in love with someone who she thinks can love her better. You read the comments from the other side, and how do you make your judgment out of it?
Well, you know, with what we do, especially in my position, there are some things that I would consider private for Shatta, and there are some things that I would consider, okay, it is my business. So, for instance, anytime I'm with him, and it's about his woman, it's about his children, it's about his house, and some other matters, those ones I would consider private. Now, when I come out and I read comments from people left, right, and center, I know one thing. In this industry, there are politics everywhere you go to. If I post something, like yesterday what I posted of Shatta and the baby, I saw comments that were negative. Where is it coming from? Definitely, it is coming from the other side, the divide where they are not safe, Shatta bias. And that is fair to me. I wouldn't see it as a problem, because I understand that where you are, whatever we are doing, it's just like being NDC, NPP. No matter what the other side will do, to them, it is bogus. It is not beautiful. It is not nice. So to the public, they would not know, okay, why is Shatta now with this lady? Why is Shatta not with this lady? But to him, as a person, privately, I might not even ask him. He doesn't even have to explain to me. Whatever he does to be happy in his private moments, that is fair to me. And for the comment today, KMJ, would we be in this space and be scared of what people will say? You can't be scared of what people say. In fact, I'm used to it. Remember, I've been here before, and today I'm here. Those comments, I started reading them when I was there. So now, I think I've even grown past them. Initially, when I took the position, I remember that people would come and do commentaries, and I was giving to them bush, bash, left, right, and center. But after some time, I asked myself, that guy, people have written some beautiful comments about you. Some guy wrote something negative, and you left all these beautiful comments and you concentrated on him, giving him the attention. So after some time, commentaries and those things, I ignore them. What is beautiful for me is what I think I'm sharing. What is good is what I think I'm putting out. To you, if you have any opposite comment or any different opinion, it is you, it is not me. So yes, that is Shatta's private life. At a point, everybody should know this. Remove with people you are comfortable with. It's not about what the other person thinks is nice. So maybe you and you'll be having some relationship. People will be sitting outside and go like, hey, Samini KMJ, their relationship is beautiful. But for you know, maybe I'm pinching you somewhere that you are not too comfortable about it. Are you going to listen to the people's comment out there to say, even though I'm dying within, let me still move with Sammy? You wouldn't do that to make people happy. No, you didn't do that to make people satisfied. You know what you want. You want to satisfy yourself. So for commentaries, it is like that. Shatta, as a man, he knows what he wants, and I'm sure when he gets what he wants, he becomes happy.
And he looks very happy now with Mali. We're also happy for him. Let's see it from other perspectives. There are so many celebrities in Ghana here who have been in and out of relationship. It could be we're in a latest situation with Councillor Joe. A lot of people are giving her all the whatever it is. Some are insulting, some are doing all the things. Oh, you came to deceive us and all of that. Trying to stay in marriage, when you are a public figure and how to deal with it has always been a problem. You see them, you see how some of these things go. Do you think that we've been too hard on these people? We don't see them as human beings?
First of all, I mean, they're all human beings. But let me come to the Miss Charlotte situation. I think the reason why she's getting what she's getting is because of what she's put out there. This is somebody, it's like saying, I have the cure for cancer, then you die of cancer. That's basically what she's experienced. So the narrative is that you were a propaganda of this agenda, that if your husband does this, stay with him. If you do this, stay with him. Then the sad part is that it's the husband that came to announce that he's not doing again. That is what the problem is. So you were pushing this narrative, and people are like, so all the people that you advised that stayed in their marriage because of this, now that yours has fallen into the water, what are we supposed to do? So that's why she's receiving the hate that she's receiving.
We can't be kind, even regardless.
Exactly. And you see, you can be kind, but then you cannot expect people to be kind to you if they felt like you've been unkind to them. Because on one hand, what you were advising people to stay in this marriage, you were making other people who walked out of that marriage feel bad. I'm not saying that let's not be kind to Charlotte. And I'm sure the people in comments, I don't read comments. No, I don't read comments. There was a time where I trended so badly and people were dragging me. And half of the time, I was receiving these videos from other people. There are times when somebody says, oh, you said something when you're on radio and you're trending, or they're dragging you on Twitter. I'm not even on X. You see, I still call it. I'm not even on X. So if you're dragging me, it doesn't bother me, right? But then again, you need to know what you listen to. And like you rightly said, people will always be in the comments saying something. Half of the time, you go and see the person dragging you. The person is living in a container somewhere. Why am I giving you my energy? And I'm sure that Charlotte is surrounded by people who are her core person. No woman wants to experience a failed marriage, right? Yeah. And the sad thing about people in the limelight is you have to deal with the pain personally. Then you have to deal with people dragging you
as well.
And that's where I feel bad for her, because now you can't mourn the demise of this marriage privately. Now you have to do it. Now people are bringing up videos of I feel bad for her. But she put herself in this situation. And by the way, she's a counselor. I mean, I would pick Charlotte over Counselor Luther. Like, she's better. He just says...
That's my number one
sensible thing that Counselor Luther, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and only God knows what's going on in this marriage. Maybe his wife should just come out and say something. And we'll be surprised. But like I mentioned earlier, this is a facade. There is what is going on in our real lives as we sit here. And there's all this dolling up and sets that we have to present. But there's a real life behind the scene. And for me, I consider social media as a stage. We all come, we act, we do what we need to do. But behind the scene, that's your real life. So if you keep, and this serves as a notice, right? If you keep putting up a persona that you're not, the day that your matter will come, we'll know what's going on.
Interestingly, it's not really the way we're hoping that it will get to. But let me go to Nigeria.
Yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Say subscribe my channel, so wanna subscribe him. If you wanna click the bell, no do. Now me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person to share. If you wanna drop a comment was so. Wale Music TV, yes, Shatta Wale ni TV. I more Shatta Wale ni news. Na update everything be a friend Shatta Wale who be. I want to back on what demo platform me do. Into bomb more than subscribe, next share. Now brother, and I was still who edumede in Wale Music TV. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say Shatta Wale no fan quoting dia blend bete good news. Blend never share, never subscribe. Now brother, and I was still who edumede in demo platform me do. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say ejimu di day Shatta Wale fan quoting dia blend bete good news ba Shatta Wale. Ne bomb than share. Now brother, and I was sister. Who edumede in Wale Music TV. Thank you.